the vast majority of people are like, oh, this is terrible. I'm sick. Oh, I'm sick. But in that illness, in healing from that illness, there's like a DNA activation. And it feels like your body has been being prepared to receive higher vibrational information. So I wonder if you are like a channel, if you are a very powerful intuitive, because there's so much goddess energy coming through here. So much information that wants to come through you, information that cannot be found in books, information that can't be just found on the internet. It's messages and wisdom that wants to be channeled through you for other people. So hello, welcome, Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is your month ahead reading. This is such a beautiful energy. We have healing moon. The star, also all about healing, about hopefulness and knowledge, drawing down the moon. This drawing down the moon was kind of what's at the bottom and feels like it's been the catalyst for a really healing, like also like within the body, it feels like, not just healing of the spirit, healing of maybe some old beliefs, some old mindsets that were really kind of zapping your energy and preventing you from moving forward, or in your case, moving up. I'm really, especially in the star card, there's this energy that you are just very ambitious. You can see, like you maybe are like a little psychic, you might have visions, but like you really are a visionary. Like you can see the potential and the fulfillment of all of these goals that you have. And feels like you had to overcome quite a bit of stuff within you. Maybe you had to overcome an illness. Maybe you had to overcome something in the physical body. So often we talk about like healing the energy around something or shifting a mindset around something. And it feels like for you, you had this thing happening in your body that was preventing you from moving forward. And it feels like you just really never lost hope. Like you were just always very connected with, I see my future on the other side of this illness. I can see the potential in spite of what I'm going through with my body. And like you have such a loving and nurturing energy, when that's not always how people handle it. A lot of people, when we experience an illness, we're like, oh, I'm sick. Oh, my body is betraying me. And like if you ever had that, you moved through it very quickly because you just were holding so tight to that vision. You're like, I don't care what's happening right now. Like, sure, this is what's happening. Yep, that's real. But also what's real is what I can see. And you just have this really elevated perspective of being able to see the way forward and finding the strength within you to continue to move forward, even when it's kind of painful. So like, even if you were like physically tired or in physical pain, you were still doing the work. You were still making space to do what you could and not being mad at yourself that you aren't able to do the most and give all of your energy and attention to this. Really being gentle with yourself, like, oh, well, I can't go, physically do all this stuff, but I can sit and meditate today. I can journal today. I can just really, really having gratitude and appreciation for the things that you still can do, regardless of your physical limitations. So that you're healing through that, I feel like the message for you in the upcoming month is getting ready to do more to continue that forward momentum or upward ascension, because it feels more like moving up than moving forward. So I wonder if you're a person that is like in public view, like if you are someone that has a community, or you're somebody that has a big base of clients that are relying on you and your services. And if you felt like there was a time when you were like, this is it, like it feels like you achieved your goals. You achieved where you set out to be, and then once you got there, you were like, this isn't all there is. Like, there's more. Like, once you got to that level, you were able to see like, oh, there's more. But then some like body issues happened, or an illness or something like that. So you are in recovery. You are moving through this. You have healed. You have already healed. And if it doesn't feel like it yet in your body, like, it will very soon, because it's the healing. I know that healing is a constant cycle, and it's always happening. But like for you, like, it feels like the healing of this part of whatever was going on is complete. So now you're looking at, where do I go next? And it's almost like resting into the energy of just continuing to climb upward. It's not an exhausting hike. It's not a very taxing journey. Like, you've really overcome so much dense energy and like heaviness, especially within the body, that everything else from here on out just feels very light and very easy and very smooth. And our drawing down the moon, and I feel like this is where we're gonna, like, this is what's driving all of this. It almost feels like an energetic shift. Like, there are some theories and things that have come through for me in like my own personal channelings about how the body changes to hold more of your spirit, how your body evolves, how your DNA becomes activated by certain illnesses or by going through certain things. And so many times we feel like something is wrong, like when you get a cold, or when you get the flu, or when you have COVID, like the vast majority of people are like, oh, this is terrible, I'm sick, oh, I'm sick. But in that illness, in healing from that illness, there's like a DNA activation. And it feels like your body has been being prepared to receive higher vibrational information. So I wonder if you are like a channel, if you are a very powerful intuitive, because there's so much goddess energy coming through here. So much information that wants to come through you, information that cannot be found in books, information that can't be just found on the internet. It's messages and wisdom that wants to be channeled through you for other people. So it really does feel like you are someone a little bit in the spotlight, where you are looked to share this wisdom. And if you ever felt like you're kind of feeling tapped out, like you're like, well, I don't know this is what I know, and I don't really know anymore. That thing that you have been overcoming within the body was part of the DNA activation. It was part of strengthening the physical body to hold more of this information. Whoa, that's so crazy. That's so cool. And you being someone who just really never lost hope. There's also like this purity in our star for you. Not always, but like for you. There goes my nose. This is crazy. So my nose has been so freaking itchy for channeling all of these horoscopes. It's so strange, and it just like keeps, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's about. Do you know? You're the one with all the wisdom. Can you tell me what my itchy nose is about? But you are somebody that just really never lost hope. Like, there's the purity in this star card for you, my Capricorn friend. It's almost like you're being Rewarded makes it sound like you have to do something to get something, but it's just a match. Like that pure drive to be of service and that pure drive to share wisdom for the good of everybody around you is the same vibration as all of these really beautiful blessings and success and achievement and opportunities and potential. All of that that's coming in, your body was preparing to receive it. And like it's a match now. Like you're getting there. So I'm really excited to see like what happens for you over the next month. I'm really curious what it is that you do for work or hobbies or like whatever this is. If you feel called to share, like I would love to hear all about it, because this is such a powerful and beautiful energy where you just really never lost hope. There was a time in your life when it just didn't feel good. Like feeling hopeless or feeling a bit of despair or depression. Like it felt so bad that you were like, I'm never going back to that. I'm never going back to that. And it was almost like to you, it was not a test, but to you, it may have felt like a test when this thing in the body started happening. When like either chronic headaches, I'm feeling like, or chronic hip pain. There's some kind of like chronic pain or illness that you had to go through. And at the very beginning of that, it feels like you might have been like, oh, why is the universe testing me? Like, why is God testing me? Or something like that. But like very quickly, you realized that that mentality will pull you back into hopelessness and despair. And you like just transmuted it like instantly alchemizing that into, wait a minute, but none of those things are true. Like there must be some reason for this. And now is the time for you to know that that was the reason. Your body is going through energetic upgrades so that you can keep climbing. I'm really drawn to the sort of analogy of climbing a mountain. You have to climb a mountain only in, like when people go climb Mount Everest, it takes a very long time because you can't just keep going. You have to wait for your body to acclimate to the reduced oxygen in the air, for the different pressure in the air. Like it takes the physical body time to adjust. And that's exactly what this feels like. It wasn't an illness to take you down or to test you to see if you really want this thing that you're going for. It was just part of, you know, even as you're climbing Mount Everest, it feels like you can't breathe and you're like, something must be wrong. It's not. It's just part of the ascension process. So I think that's our message for you. If there's any advice here, it is to really lean into pulling that wisdom from within, because it's almost like you need to write books, or you need to channel, or you need to create, like you need an outlet for this wisdom. If you haven't felt like you've had one, it's time to create an outlet for that wisdom, because it's just flowing through you. Now that your body is in a place to receive all of these messages and all of this wisdom, that's part of your journey, and that's part of where you're going, is to share that. So over the next month, I feel like that's what there is for you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for doing what you do, my Capricorn friends. I love you so much, and I'll see you next month. Take care.